Good morning, everyone. It is October 21st of 2024, another Monday, and I'm going to go through what sold on eBay this week. It's actually been a little quiet, which, I'm hoping to see a pickup, especially in my items that are listed that are new. I'm hoping with Christmas coming up that a lot of that will pick up, but we shall see. First item we are going to talk about today is these Build-A-Bear clothes. Find these in the bins all the time, guys. All the time. They weigh next to nothing. I do sell these on Whatnot as well, but I've been focusing on LPS on there, so I went ahead and just bundled these up and put them up on eBay. So there were 25 pieces to this lot. It included Spider-Man, Avengers, Scott, let's see, we have like a Rapunzel shirt that was kind of worn and pilled. Made sure to take pictures of that. So had this up, listed this one back in February. Kind of forgot I had it, and it sold, which is interesting. And it sold for $24.99. Next item that sold on eBay is this LPS tackle box. It is complete, which is hard to find, it seems, with the cardboard inserts and the latch. They seem to be hard to find parts. I think I took some pictures specifically of it. Let's see. We got the latch there, and then you can see from this picture that it has the cardboard inserts. So it is complete, and I added some of my newer gen pets that I know most people do not like as much. But it did help it sell, and it sold for $200. Next item that sold are these Fisher-Price Little People. I've had these for a while. I know I've dropped the price down on them several times. Even for being Disney, though, they still sold at about the $1 a piece a price point. There were 13 in here, sold for $14.99. These I pick up garage sales, thrift stores, and in the Goodwill bins for very, very cheap. Next item that sold is this set of like polar accessories for a Littlest Pet Shop. You got the little slide, some sleds, and a little igloo entrance thingy. I don't know what this is called, but looked like it went with it. So I went ahead and put all of these together. These have been obtained from lots of LPS. I typically buy for the pets, but sometimes they come with accessories. So these I went ahead and listed separately on eBay, and they sold for $14.99. Next item that sold, and very quickly, might I add, is this Costa Rica Pink Pineapple Sunrise Bath & Body Works spray. As usual, I don't pay more than $2 for these. I'll pay $3 if it's a discontinued scent and sells really well. I don't believe this one was discontinued. I think they still sell it, but I went ahead and listed it on the 12th, and it sold on the 17th for $13.99. Next item that sold is this Broadway Aladdin shirt. This is super cool. Shows all the different cities where it went. This is an extra large, could be men's or women's. I'm getting a women's vibe from this though, so that's why I put women's on it. It's like a little baseball styled shirt. This I got at a garage sale for $1 and it sold for $9.99. I picked up this Care Bear set actually at a thrift store. They had them all in a bag, and they had it for $14.99. I knew that it was worth a little bit of money, so I went ahead and paid the $14.99. But I've had this listed a few different times. I had it listed higher because no one had this many pieces. I've had it listed as an auction, didn't sell. Then I relisted it as a buy it now, dropped the price. So I have had this for a little while. I listed it back in August, but I know that I had it before then as an auction. I want to say I picked this up in the summer, like June or July. So it did take a little while to sell. I think it was just trying to find the right price point. And this sold for $69.99. I have already made my money on this lot of Build-A-Bear that I got at a garage sale. It had some vintage pets. This one is the bunny rabbit. It was super, super cute. And I think, was there a year on this one? I don't think there was a year on the tag. Definitely an older one. You can tell just by looking at it. It is Build-A-Bear though. And so I was in the profit on this already because I had gotten it with a bunch of the pets and some brand new with tags clothes. It was a crazy good deal. So sold for $9.99, pure profit though. I actually picked up this Bratz doll on Whatnot. I had gotten her along with the Rainbow High or the Shadow High doll that sold this last week. I'm trying to remember what I paid for this. I don't remember. It wasn't a whole lot though. And I knew it'd sell because I know Bratz stuff sells. and it's brand new in the box, and it did. I listed on the 12th and it sold on the 19th for $18.99. It's that time of year to list really cool things like this. I actually got this at a church sale for a quarter. It is Frankenberry from the cereal. He's in great shape, bobblehead, got like the metal springs right there. Everything looked good on him, and he sold very quickly for $18.99. And last but not least, we have this Scentsy Buddy. It is Mandalorian from Star Wars. Everything Star Wars sells, Scentsy stuff sells, so it just made sense to pick this one up. I want to say I got this at the thrift store on their half off day, probably paid $1 or $2. And I know I've had it listed since April. I did have it listed higher, but over time dropped the price, and it finally sold for $10.99, free shipping. So that is all I have this week for you guys. And nothing too crazy going on this week. Got 2 Whatnot shows to sell LPS. My mom is coming back in town, and we will probably be doing some more of her storage unit $5 priority mail boxes on Whatnot as well. So even though it's not garage sale season and that time when sales are crazy, definitely have lots of things to do on the resale side. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you guys next week.